Hey beauties, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the one and only Clean Beauty Podcast. Did you know that in America, cosmetics are not regulated? Companies are free to add thousands of potentially harmful ingredients that personally cause me to have health problems. Hi, I'm the creator of Lash Binder and your host, Cassandra McClure. I've worked in the beauty industry worldwide for over 10 years as a wedding and celebrity makeup artist. Now, I'm on a mission to ban 1,500 ingredients by advocating for cleaner and greener cosmetics. Join me every Monday right here for a new episode on the Clean Beauty Revolution. This episode is made possible by our official sponsor, Lash Binder, the world's quickest, easiest, and safest way to apply strip lashes. If you've ever tried applying lashes, you've used your fingers, which is unsanitary and difficult, a pair of tweezers, which is dangerous, or you've tried lash extensions, which can be expensive, damaging, and time-consuming. Lash Binder is a discreet applicator that'll have your lashes on securely in under a minute anywhere in the world. Get a lash starter kit today at lashbinder.com with the code Clean Beauty Podcast for 25% off.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We have a lot to talk about. I'm so excited.
So much. All the things.
I am wearing an entire full face of Miss Mac Cosmetics, which is cool.
Yay!
The foundation, the eyeshadow, the highlighter. I just put on the lipstick.
Amazing.
The setting powder too.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm loving the brand so much. And
Yay!
I love, obviously, the packaging. I'm like a black and white girl too. It's very professional. And for all the listeners, like, we are integrating video into the podcast. So vodcasting. And if you are interested in seeing this interview, we will be showing products. You can see, face to face. We're both makeup artists, and so we're both pretty glammed up. So definitely go to thecleanbeautypodcast.com and you can check that out there. So, so introduce yourself, tell everybody what you do, and we'll go from there.
Yes. So my name is Missy Mackintosh. I am the founder CEO of Miss Mac Clean Cosmetics. So I'm also a professional makeup artist for the past 15 years. You might have seen my work in Huffington Post, Cosmopolitan, just to name a few. And we have just launched. So Miss Mac is the first pro clean line to hit the market. We just launched on May 10th.
Yeah, it's crazy that I found you so fast too.
Yeah. Hey.
The hashtags. I'm always like looking for what's new in the clean beauty space. And I've got to say, I have gotten probably like 50 different makeup brands that have sent me product, and 10 of them made it through, and 3 of them have actually even been on because they're crazy. Like Jillian Dempsey, for example, like she's still like due to come on, but her schedule's crazy, and so, yeah, I'm just so glad that we were able to make this happen, because not all clean makeup is good makeup, performing, and is long lasting. And I have to say, like, I wore this to an event last weekend, and I looked great all day long, and I'm really, really happy with it. And I know that's such a pain point for people, but also the price. So tell everyone like what your price points are. And I love that you have an artistry program, a student program. It is professional in the sense that you can, if you're on a budget and you're a student, like, you can still get 20% off?
Yes, you can. So our price point, I like to explain that we're like the makeup forever of the clean beauty world. So our price point is very similar. So our foundations are $56. Each art shadow comes individual. I actually have the palette here so you can see.
Oh my God.
You have one too? Thank you.
I unboxed mine, and my fiance was like, because he was just happened to be standing there. He goes, how come they don't fit in the palette like perfectly? And I was like, babe, you don't want the colors to like mix together.
Exactly.
I don't understand you, but I was like, no, look, if I did the red next to that, and I like that you can customize it the way you want. Like yours looks a little bit different than mine. It's like the way you
Exactly.
want your palette set up. And I just love that they're all magnets and that they can go on that way. And yeah, I'm wearing literally every color in here. And I
Aw.
do like the buildability, like in terms of color payoff, like they're crazy. And you could go in lighter. I do recommend, like, you will look like a clown if you like never have done makeup before and you're trying to use this palette. Like you definitely,
Especially the blush.
but like you can mix like what is this one? The bronzy. Like you can mix like I'm wearing like sunrise and gold dust to get that in between
Ooh.
color, and it's so nice, and it's so great, and I love the quality of the packaging. Everything is really really nice. And this
Thank you.
one of the more finely milled setting powders that I've tried. Like I use all of them. I'm even using beauty counters, and theirs is pretty finely milled, but this is just different, and it's really
Mhm.
nice. It really does keep from my under eyes from creasing. So I really, really love that. And I
Thank
also
you.
love that you can basically integrate, like if you really want to put this in a lotion, you could give
Yeah.
yourself a sheen. I'm sure you do that with your clients, with your brides.
Mhm.
There's just so many different ways that you can implement it in. So
Yeah.
um, tell us a little bit about your background and why you decided to start a cosmetic company, and like
Yes.
just about you and how you are in the industry and like how everything came to be.
Yeah, so I will go back to the age of 3, LOL. I have a fascination with makeup since like literally the age of 3. My mom never wore it, so it was like this like taboo thing in my house. And so I was always the person doing makeup on my girlfriends and taking like photographs, not knowing that that was even a thing back then. And then fast forward to the age of 14, my mom joined Mary Kay. And I was like, oh my God, I died and went to heaven. And I was her right hand man for almost 5 years. And then I did it myself when I was 18. And I was actually down in Dallas for a retreat and
When
I met someone.
you were
Pardon?
eight, when you were
What?
18 or 8?
18. When I was 18. Yeah.
Like,
So
hey,
fast
woo.
forward now. No, I know, right? No, fast forward to 18. And I was down in Dallas for a retreat. And I met this lady there, and she's like probably a year older than me. And she's from like the coast. So I'm actually from the interior of British Columbia, Canada. And she's from Vancouver. And she's like, I'm going to go to school to become a makeup artist. I was like, shut up. You could do that? I had no idea. So as soon as I got home, I Googled it and I found Blanche Macdonald, which is Canada's top makeup artistry school. So I went there and graduated with honors. And from there, I actually went and worked directly with Makeup Forever. So after I graduated from school, I went and was a counter manager, which is unheard of at that time because this was before Sephora took over the world, might I add. And so I managed with them for a couple years. And then we moved back to Salmon, which is a small town community in the interior of BC. And I kind of stepped out, but I did a lot of freelancing. 5 years ago, I left my full-time job as a travel agent to pursue my career in makeup artistry full-time. And a company fell across or into my lap, I would say, called Portia Ella. So they're like a Sephora in Canada. They're brand new. They're like a Sephora for clean green Canadian-made beauty products. So their flagship store is in Winnipeg. And they hired myself and my girlfriend to do all their campaigns. And being a Makeup Forever girl, I went into this. So they send me all the products that they wanted me to use. And being a Makeup Forever girl, I was like, oh, I had kind of a preconceived notion that these products were not going to hold up to my standards. But you know what? This is what I'm doing. And I fell absolutely in love with the integrity behind them. And it really opened up my eyes and took away, that box of just how crazy ingredients are
Yeah.
and how unregulated a lot of this industry is. And I was just like, this is crazy. So working with them and some of the products I was absolutely blown away by. And I had them in my kit, but a lot of the same response is how I was feeling, especially in terms of marketing. Like a lot of them were like, and this is like 3 years, this is like a couple years ago, right? So a lot of them were marketed more towards like what you would find in a health food store or like the no makeup wear, not like something you would find in Sephora, like igniting people's creativity, especially us makeup artists, right? So it's
Mhm.
like, huh. And I remember back in the day, like my last name is Mackintosh, and I had to create like a username online, and I used Miss Mac.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, if I ever had my own cosmetics company, who does that? That's what I would call it. And I just put that back into my head, but like the power of manifestation, fast forward a decade, and here we are. I found my manufacturer, and we're made in Canada. designed. I worked very closely with the chemist on staff, and here we are. So we launched with the biodegradable glitter at a retail level in September of last year, and then, which I call the pre-launch, as we were working with the other products. And then we officially launched May 10th. So I work very closely with the chemist on staff to create our formulas. So we basically went in with brand new technology, brand new ingredients, put every tester, every sample into my kit to make sure it held to my professional standards. I'm very much a very picky person when it comes to how makeup sits on the skin and through performances and stuff like that. So it had to pass my test. And here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how does one do that? Like for anyone listening, thinking, I mean, I get DMs all the time asking like, oh, I want to do a skincare or a makeup line. Like, how did you find a lab that's clean
Yeah.
to start with?
It was really through the power of networking, really. A lot of the times they won't take you on because it's a lot of time investment on both sides. So it was almost 2 years, if not, actually, it's probably more than 2 years of just working with them, constant communication. And because what you usually do is what's called private labeling. You take a product that's already on the market, it's been tested, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes the packaging's already done for you, slap your brand on it, you bring it to market,
Cool.
which I did not that. Everything was sourced by me and worked directly with the chemist
That's
on
amazing.
staff. And I was just very lucky. Like if it was meant, the stars aligned and it was meant to be. And here we are.
Here we are. So excited.
Yeah.
This is going straight to Instagram. I love it. So yeah, when I first saw the brand, I was like, oh, another brand claiming to be clean. And like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest with all the things that I was like thinking in my head, like, oh, I gotta like look into this. Like, I've never heard of this brand. Like, how is this
Mhm.
clean? Like, how is this different? And I was like really surprised, and I was like, wow, like she actually did it. Like, is being the cleanest as possible. And the biodegradable glitters is a whole nother thing. Like, I had the glitters over there, but I was gonna ask you what like, are those a big seller for you? And how do you, I mean, Halloween is coming up, so that's a great time to glitter.
Yes.
But like,
Yeah.
in festivals, of course, but not everyone goes to a festival every weekend. So like, how do you
Yes.
recommend implementing glitter? Because we all know it can look gaudy. It's like
Yeah.
cuter on younger women, and it's better for maybe even fashion. I mean, your website, the first photo is just like glitter.
Yeah. It's boom.
But how do you recommend
Yeah.
like the everyday, like how to implement glitter into your face without
Yes.
looking like you tried too hard? Like
Yes.
what is your ideal client for that?
So with that, we actually do a thing every Tuesday called Makeup Tip Tuesday. So my girl Leanna will do a very quick how-to video, and she's done a couple of them on how to use the glitter in a simple fashion. And you can find these on YouTube and on our website. And if you scroll through our social media, you can find them. But there's a few ones of like you can do it as a liner, like just applying the Gaia gloss just along there and pressing it with the glitters just to create that little extra sparkle. My other best friend is obsessed with just putting it right here, like a little bit of diamonds, just right there. That's all you need, right?
Yeah,
Where it,
the inner corners of your eyes.
yeah, little corners of your eyes. Of course, I'm all like, the more glitter. So I'll actually use it as my highlight, which I
Yeah.
should have worn it today, was I thinking. I'll actually use it as my highlight right here. And I personally love it compared to frost for like a mature clientele who's wanting to be more glam because it covers up everything. It's not going to accentuate the texture of the skin. So it's kind of like a little shield over top of the eye that's just like glitter. So
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
are ways, so make sure you follow us on that. And we're always looking for new tips and tricks to be able to add value to you guys and educate you. So
Yeah.
yeah, in terms of like how a seller is, it was probably the hardest seller to pre-launch on a company, to be quite honest with you, because not everyone uses it. But it's starting to pick up with artists putting into their kit and people like loving it on a daily basis. And you can use it in your nails.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I actually bring mine to my nail tech and she puts it in there.
Oh my God, I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing after this. I'm putting
Yes.
glitter in my nails. Oh my God, I'm going to do a story on it. Oh
Yes.
yes. That's so great. You don't have lashes or glue, right?
Not yet. No, not yet. The plan with Miss Mac is everything that I need to do a professional makeup application will be in the product line in time.
Okay. Because um what I'm thinking is we could do something together.
Mhm.
We just launched our lashes yesterday, and we did a
Yay.
collaboration with another cosmetic company called Stargirl. Oh my God, I have to show you. Have you seen them?
No.
Okay. I'm totally going to send these to you. So I have a code for you to use after for being a guest on the show. And you can just put in the code and get free. I want to send you all the lashes so you can try them.
Yes, please.
These are really fun. This girl's 18 years old. She came to intern with me for the summer and she has her own cosmetic company. She has glitters and stuff, but it's not so clean. But I told her, like these are our values. This is what we want to do. So we came up with vegan, cruelty-free lashes with a little bit more eco-friendly packaging. And so these are one of the styles called Femin. So we named all the styles like empowering women names. So it's a super small, we only did 1,000 pair and we're doing like a really small, like limited edition collection together, but it was a great way to empower her and like get our name out there. So I think it would be really fun. And we're now talking with a couple larger stores and they're asking about glue. So maybe you and I can work together on, a collab for glue or lashes or both. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
working with other companies, especially like newer ones like yours or hers or mine, it's so nice to be able to do that. And we can as indie brands, it's kind of fun. So I don't know. We'll have to talk about more of that later. But
yeah, 100%.
So do you still work a lot as a professional makeup artist?
I do. I have a really hard time saying no, especially to weddings. I love weddings so much. They're so dear to my heart. And then I teach too. So I teach, I've put together the fundamentals of makeup artistry to teach privately one-on-one. And that's been really taking off too. So I've kind of had to like redirect my time. I just launched my brand new website. Actually, I haven't even like uploaded it or anything, but if you Google Missy Mackintosh, my new website is up about all the things, my new portfolio over the last couple of years, and then information about my fundamentals training. And I've paired up with a film studio in a town called Kamloops, just about an hour from me, and we're going to be offering it in the film studio, which is awesome. They're the largest film studio in the BC interior, so it's very exciting. But yeah, I still do all the things. Yeah.
Do you know about Sanitation Conversation?
Yes. No, I don't know about it, but I know about sanitation.
Oh yeah, no. So it's a certification that you can get as a makeup artist, and they use barbicide. They don't just use like alcohol, which most artists.
Yes.
That's all you need.
That's
right?
interesting because I know your guys's, because I'm in Canada, and your guys's rules are different than ours.
Oh.
Yeah. So us here in Canada, we're technically unregulated. So anyone can pick up a brush and call themselves a makeup artist.
Oh, everybody does that.
Right, everyone does that. So I know that and every state's different down there, I understand too, right?
No, I mean,
No? Okay.
cosmetology is supposed to be different here in California, and you're supposed to technically not do hair because whatever, but like most of the artists, I mean, they pick up a brush, they have some product, and they literally will put lipstick on and then put it on the client. Like they have no idea.
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times, and that's why I do previews with my artists that join my team, and I watch them use their brushes. I watch them, transferring product and putting it. And I'm always having conversations after like, that's not clean. And they're like, why? And it's like, you need to go take this course. It's like an hour. You just need to watch these videos, know how to do it. You get a little pin, you can put it on your kit. It's like $50 and they send you a kit, like sponges, spoolies. We're used to having all those things in our
Yeah.
Well, we just did an episode with her and it just came out. You can listen to it if you want, but check it out because
can you send me the link? That's amazing.
Totally. I'm totally going to send it to you. And as an artist, she'll just give you give you access to watch it.
Sweet. That's amazing.
I have it over here. But they sent me like a whole kit as a makeup artist so that I never have to buy sponges again. I swear to God. She gave me like 10 pounds of like a barbicide and like alcohol and like all the different bottles and spoolies and all these things. And I was like, what the heck? Okay. So, glitter, your products, what else is next? Like, do you have other products you're working on right now?
So yes, we do. So we have mascaras dropping for Christmas. I'm so excited. Actually, oh shoot, it's upstairs. We've been testing them for this past year, and packaging and everything is on point with brand. I'm so excited. The testing from like consumer wise, who have had the opportunity to have a mascara have loved it and are literally like, I'm scared of running out. When are you launching this? So it'll be a Christmas launch. So we're so excited.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. So do you have a date? Like you mean in December or you mean like Christmas?
In December. Yeah, I'm hoping for December 1st, but as I have learned, there could be some
Same.
wiggle room, right?
Yeah,
So
totally.
sometimes before Christmas. So great stocking stuffer to go in there. So and those will be retailed at $39.
And where can people find you if they aren't really an online shopper and they really want to try the products? Are you in retail? Are you
Not in the States as of yet. We are in Canada,
I'm
and
surprised you're not
expanding.
at Credo.
I'm not yet. It's on my list to email them.
Okay.
Actually, I messaged Detox Market. I haven't heard back as of
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So Jeannie from
okay,
um Beauty Heroes, she just opened a new store in
ooh,
Novato area, like
okay,
in like past Napa and like almost Sacramento.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm going to do an interview with her next week, and it is gorgeous. It's just like Credo. It's just like all those stores. Like
Really?
you should try to talk with her. But
And I'm
I can bring her your product. Like oh my
oh
god,
my god, could you?
yeah, Jeannie. I will write that
Genie,
down.
that's amazing.
Yeah, totally. Beauty Heroes. Like they have a subscription box, you know, like you've never heard of them? It's like
No, I'm in Canada.
no,
I live in
but
my
like
little,
everything's
but
in
still, I
Canada.
haven't. It's all new.
Okay, so do you
All news to me.
know so there's a brand that I work with in Canada. They have the the face mask that you wear that you put over your ears. Oh my god, why am I blanking on the name? They were on our podcast too. But
Oh,
I work with so many different Canadian
sweet.
brands, and
There's so many out there. It's
there's
amazing.
some really great stores
Yeah.
over there that are
Yeah.
clean. Um,
Yes, totally, 100%.
yeah,
And like
yeah.
I said, we're still new to the industry, so it's so fun learning about all these new things.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then I mean, clean at Sephora. Like, I'm surprised you're not there. You were working there, or you were working at Makeup
Make
Forever.
it forever before Sephora took over the world. That's not really the direction that I want to go with the brand. I want to support independently owned and operated spas, boutiques, and retailers.
Love
Really
that.
like in like giving power to like, the underdogs kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know if Sephora as of right now, that's not the direction I want to go in.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is a program in Ulta called Sparked where they're highlighting indie brands though. So maybe
Cool. Yeah. That'd be cool.
I guess this is more of a business podcast episode now.
Yeah.
We're talking about all these things that people are like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, right.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the ingredients in your products that are really great for the skin that people might
Yes.
want to like not see in other products. It makes you unique.
Yes. So our proprietary ingredient mimics the look and feel of silicone because that's what's in mainstream and everything. It's in your face wash. It's in your foundations. It's everywhere.
Even in
A
your
lot.
hair, everything in your
It's in
hair.
your hair. It's in everything. And that's why like Pro products they have a lot of it in it because that's what gives its hold. It's slick and all of that. So ours mimics that look, but it's actually and feel, but it's derived from the fatty acids of coconut oil. So it's not the actual coconut oil base that's in a lot of natural or clean cosmetics. Ours is actually extracted and it's an eco-certified ingredient. It's amazing. And it deals with the hydration level of your skin. So what I did is I paired it with a whipped water base. I love water-based foundations. They're like my absolute favorite. They're hard to find in terms of a good one. Like Makeup Forever they use their face and body. I think it's switched now to something else, but
So this one is water based.
water based. Yeah.
Oh,
So you'll notice you might need to shake it eventually because water just might come out,
oh.
but it's a whipped water base. So in both of those with the
I was
dealing
going
with
to ask you about the formula. It is like
yeah,
very whippy, and I'm gonna be honest. I was like not sure who was on my schedule today. Like I just had a podcast and then I had your but out of all the foundations in my drawer, I picked yours because I'm like, what's gonna be the softest on my skin today? That's not because there's a lot that are clean that are almost like drier, and I have drier skin, so I don't kind of want to wear that. Even though it's hot out today, it just felt weird. So I reached for that and I was so happy. And I just mixed it with a little bit of like beauty counter, like illuminizer, and my
Oh, I
skin
love that.
glowing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, that's amazing. It's our number one seller. The feedback that we've had from it, like the demographic wise, is like the ages between 50 and 72, which is like the hardest demographic to like get them to love something because usually it accentuates the skin and lines and no one wants that. But this one, they're committed. They love it because like I'll see a difference within 10 minutes of it sitting on their skin and it like plumps up and their skin literally looks filtered and looks a couple years younger. It's great. We're not cleaning anything. It's just a
Yeah.
great makeup that works amazingly. But because of the hydration, right? Usually everything deals with the oil level, but hydration deals with the water level. And with
Yeah.
both of these being a water, it works for all. We've had testimonials from dry skin, from oily skin, from acne skin, from mature skin, young skin. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's like blown away. Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk events. Like, what have you been up
Yeah.
to? Have you been popping around? Are you coming to the US sooner? I mean, we had
Yeah.
talked about it, but
Yeah, we were actually in LA. We were invited to in June. So we were down there. We were invited to be part of a gift giving event in honor of the MTV Movie Awards,
Mhm.
which is funny because it paired up really well with our launch. So we launched May 10th. We were down in LA and Beverly Hills on June 11th to be part of the event. And we like stole the show. It was amazing. So all of Hollywood got the glitters. Um, and some of them have been wearing them and have been like I can tell what they look like on the skin, which is really awesome. So from there, we're doing a few things here in Canada, which is very exciting. And then we have a possible retailer in Chicago that found us through social media, and they actually have a sample kit right now that they're playing with. So yeah,
Hey.
we're looking at Indie Beauty Expo in
March.
January.
Oh,
In January in LA. I think Dallas is in March.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
They have the Beauty X
yes.
summit too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So we're doing both of
Yes.
those. So I'll see you
So
there.
we're looking at that. Yeah, if not this year, if it doesn't work out in terms of timing wise and all the launches, then we'll be looking at it in 2021.
Are you part of CEW?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
maybe because I mean, especially with a new launch, like girl, like you could be nominated and win an award, and then
Yes.
you can enter in each year.
Is
Like
are,
for this year, we can't enter because Lashbinder launched in March of 2019. So
oh,
we can enter next year, but we signed up anyway, and the resources on there just for like we found a new salesperson, like because things are expensive in this industry. But
yes.
like we're talking to like a PR firm, for example, and they were like, oh yeah, it's gonna cost $15,000 a month, which is pretty normal. And we're like,
Mhm.
no. And then we found someone who works just on commission, who's been a veteran in the industry. Like the connections
Amazing.
made off of there are just insane. And it is a really great, they have amazing events that are, you can only go if you're part of CEW. They have their huge event in New York every year that is like, kind of like if you're not there, you're not serious sort of
Gotcha.
vibe. And everyone's told me to sign up. So our team finally did a couple months ago, and it's just the value has been a tenfold already, and it's only been a
Oh,
couple months. And we only go on like a little bit here and there, but like there's mentors on
cool.
there. You can be a mentor or be mentored by like veterans in the industry. Like
Amazing.
they answer all your questions. It's really, really cool. So definitely check it out.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that we've connected. This is insane. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. This
yeah,
is like
totally.
awesome. This is so
Um,
great. I'm gonna go look that up right after.
Yeah, totally. But is there anything else like that you want to add or
Yeah.
promote or share
Oh,
with listeners who might be thinking of, starting their own brand or hiring you as
yeah.
a makeup artist?
Yeah, right. So I wanted to kind of touch base about like going back to the art shadows. There's 14 shades of them, and they're designed to be, like you say, super universal, and you can mix them. We just discovered that you can use them wet. So you can mix a little bit of water with them and use them as your eyeliner. You can
Lip
actually
gloss?
the gloss, you can mix it with the gloss. For Halloween, I did like we're doing makeup tip Tuesdays with Halloween looks, and I did myself up all blue just by using our eyeshadow wet, and it would create like a complete face paint. It was insane. So there really are. That's why we're called art shadows, because you can use them anywhere your heart desires. You can use them in your brows. You can use them mixed with the Gaia gloss to create your own lipsticks. The one thing too, going back to the Gaia gloss, which is literally the mother of all glosses. That's why it's called Gaia, named after the Greek goddess. Because
Ooh.
it's the mother.
Last podcast episode was with Care, and they're in Greece. Like I literally had a call with her in
Oh,
Greece.
that's amazing.
Isn't that funny? And I'm
That's so
going to see
funny.
her in Athens this next year. Yeah,
Amazing.
try their stuff too. It's
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so that's why it's called Gaia Gloss, because it doubles as your glitter primer. Because a lot of the times primers are like, especially for glitter that are plastic, they're really like it's like crunchy. I don't know if you've ever felt that, but yeah, it's like a really uncomfortable feeling. So with ours having that proprietary ingredient in it, it doubles as a primer. So you go in and you set it with the gloss or the glitters in the gloss and it doesn't move. And I put it to test with the opera and all the jazz. And then you could use it as a brow gel. I've also like put an entire, almost like a tub of it over top of a model for that glass look. And it photographs really, really well. So it's really fun.
Okay, I've used it as a
Yeah.
lip gloss. I
Yep.
tried using it on my eyes,
Yes.
but because it stays really glossy,
Yep.
when I blinked, it definitely kind of, oh, I don't wanna say it I think it just kind of I could feel it, right?
Yeah, you can feel it. It's more of like a photography sort of product when you're doing it that way. It also depends on your eyelids.
What do you think with the
Eyelids.
glitter though? Like,
Yes.
if you put it on, it with the glitter, won't it
Yep.
come off?
No. So the trick is you want to have your primer underneath. So you have your primer, your eyeshadow, and this is like your afterthought. So you put it very sparingly. Like I'm talking, you just need it to be tacky. Like you don't want to have any shine. And then you go in and you press with your brush about 3 times over top of that gloss, and it will set it and it will stay. So as long as it's set properly with the glitters, the trick is at least 3 or 4 pressing sections per area.
Oh, okay.
It'll stay. And then it's like super solid. So if you were to go in and do like a black smoky eye and put the glitter over top with the gloss and set it, you won't be able to see the black underneath. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Hmm.
Okay, fun.
Hmm.
Very, very cool. So going back to Instagram, is that where you primarily hang out and where people can
Yeah.
find you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we primarily hang out on Instagram. Facebook too, for more of like the more mature demographic. We get a lot of interaction there. But yeah, you can easily find us on Facebook or sorry, on Instagram. And if you have any questions, we're only a message away. So I know, especially because
That's
we
how we
don't.
connected. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That's how we connected. The power of social media is
I
insane.
know.
I love networking. But if you have any questions about like, oh, I don't know what color foundation, myself and Leanna can easily like eyeball you which shade you are if you send us some natural light selfies. So we're here to help and yeah.
So is Leanna your partner?
She's my team member. So she's the face of all of the Makeup Tip Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's a student of mine. She took her course and I wouldn't let her leave.
Oh,
She's
really?
amazing.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going on your Instagram. How do you already have 30,000 followers? Is this something that you have are you working with a team or is it you behind the brand?
It's me behind the brand. We have some amazing, like it's like Lee Makeup, some really awesome influencers that have really supported us over the last 2 years. Like our Instagram has been live, I guess actually almost a year and a half now,
Oh, nice.
before we even went to launch and sending samples and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been really cool to see all of the feedback that everyone is loving. So
Yeah.
yeah, just
That's
keeps
great.
growing.
I really like that your Instagram is different. Like there's so many makeup Instagrams and it's just like model photos or,
Thank you.
even like the tutorials and like that's great. I have them on my own page, but to be able to see something being formulated in a factory and poured into a mold is like really cool. And so
Thank
I
you.
like that you're putting that aspect, like you're really humanizing, like we're really filling these bottles up and we're sending them out. Like, because most
Yeah.
people don't even know what that looks like. You'd have to like watch some old TV show about how cosmetics are made and like it's probably super outdated. So
Mhm.
it really shows that you're in the lab, you're working. My favorite one is the one where you're doing the art shadows. Like that's like
Thank
the
you.
coolest video. Like
Thank
because I was like, oh, I
you.
didn't know that's how it's made. So
Yeah.
for anyone who's interested in looking at that, I mean, it's really, really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
so they're all hand pressed. So we'll hand filled and then machine pressed. But yeah, it's all hand done here in Canada. So which is really cool because a lot of the times like not clean beauty come from China, right? So you don't know how the practices are being done there or whatnot. So I think it's really cool to have transparency in that. It's fun,
yeah.
right? It makes it exciting. And I'm so happy it means so much to me that you say that because there's sometimes, you look when you're doing something different, you're like, oh, are people really liking this? Because it is different, but I'm really happy to hear that we're on the right track. It really means a
Well,
lot to
yeah.
hear.
Because when you're watching a video and you're really interested and you're liking and you're commenting on something, that's when it tells Instagram to show you when you're posting something next. So I've really got
Mhm.
to know your brand faster than
Thank you.
others because like I just mindlessly scroll like we all do because
Yeah.
nothing catches my eye anymore because I'm just like, I've seen it all. But like that really did stand out because I'm like, oh wow, like this is so cool. And then I have a million questions. Is it who's doing it? I don't see their face. Like, is it you?
Yes.
Like, how many times did they have to do that? How many shadows are you making? Like,
Yeah.
how long does that all take? I want to see more. So it'd be cool to see like behind the scenes IGTV, but it's even cool to see like the gloves and how clean the factory looks and like all of that.
Yes. So we work with so it's not me hand pouring them as much as I would like to say that it's not. I deal with I have a manufacturer that is Health Canada regulated and tested. So it's super clean, super awesome people that I couldn't even Miss Mac would not be without them for sure, who are willing to work with me and willing to put up with my pickiness, which I know I could be, right? It could be, they're like, well, again? I'm like, yes, please.
Wow.
Very polite, of course.
You like scored though. You found like an amazing lab / factory.
I really did.
Making it all happen.
Yeah.
Well, I want to send you lash binders. I want to send you lashes.
Yes, I would love that.
And we have to partner. Thank you so much for coming on. Do you want to give our listeners like a Clean Beauty podcast code to use on your website?
Yeah, 100%. How about, why don't you create one? What one would you like?
Oh, just Clean Beauty podcast. That's what
Clean
we always
Beauty
have.
Podcast. There we go. I'll do a Clean Beauty podcast for you guys to be able to save 20% on your purchase.
Yay. You guys go check it out. If you guys go follow them on Instagram, make sure you mention that you heard them. Make sure you show Missy some love, and we'll be in touch soon. Hopefully I'll be in Canada soon. I'm like working on some travel plans up there, so I'll have to come by. And if you're up in California, my home is your home, so you are always welcome
amazing.
there.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, we have lots to catch up on over email after this, so we'll be in touch. But thanks again so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I so appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Clean Beauty Podcast. I'm so thankful for your support that I decided to start giving away $500 in custom curated clean beauty products each month. Do you want to win? Share why you love listening in a review on iTunes. Then screenshot that review and share it on your Instagram feed with the hashtag #ban1500. If you've already reviewed the podcast and still want to win, just repost the giveaway from the Clean Beauty Podcast Instagram feed and you'll be re-entered to win in the next drawing. Good luck! For information on my tour schedule, upcoming events, press announcements, joining my Clean Beauty team, or to book me to speak at your next event, head over to my website, CassandraMcClure.com.